I recently updated my drill. This is my old drill. It's a Makita BHP452. Don't really make it, but they make equivalents. They've not really changed that much in all the years I've had this. This is about 5 or 6 years old. It's got lots of use. I used, this is the original battery that it came with. It still works great. I did buy a unnamed battery for it, but that thing lasted me, lucky if I got about a year out it before it packed in, and basically it was down to one battery again. But this battery's held up really well. It's a 3 ampere, and it's a good wee drill. It's really worked hard through its life. As you can see, it's got the nice wee LED underneath. It was one of the first drills I had with an LED, and I've never looked back. I have basically, to keep this running, I changed the brushes once, and this switch, the forward reverse switch, jammed up and broke, and it's jammed up. It's just getting a wee bit unreliable. I've got to open it up and clean it out, and it's full of dust and dirt. 5 years of muck, so time to go. So I was doing the research, and I decided to go for Dewalt this time, to give them a look and see what the Dewalts are like, because these are great drills. I just want to see what the Dewalts are like, because they get good reviews and good write-ups. They're good tools, Dewalt tools, as everybody knows. Basically, so I was wanting to see what the difference was. So this is just it's not really a review. It's more sort of what my experience are between the Makita and the Dewalt. What I've found. The Dewalt drill that I bought was this one. It's a DCD795. I mean, it's sort of, it's almost the same weight. I mean, there's nothing in it. This one actually feels, probably this is all smoothed out now and worn away because I've used it so much. But this one's a lot grippier, a lot easier to grip. It seems better balanced as well. There's not so much pull on your wrist. It's nice at the moment because it's not really been used. It's been used in a few jobs. It's got a bit of gunk on it. The light obviously comes from down below. I've not noticed any discernible difference between that and that. I mean, a wee bit less shadowing from the chuck, but nothing that I've really went, oh, that's a great idea. Now this one is a brushless version. It's also 4 ampere batteries that are in this one. So it should last. But as part of the thing that I bought this with, it came in a kit. Now it came with this wee guy, which is an impact driver, and it's a DCF886. Along with that, I did buy some bits for this, because apparently you need proper impact driving bits, and so together these are Vera bits. So basically they work well together. This wee driver, I've never used one before. Now that I have, this has become my primary screwing in tool. I hardly ever use a drill. Obviously the drill's used for drilling. I still use it for drilling. But this wee guy, it's really short head. It's tiny. It's pretty much the battery pack's as big as the head. So it's great. This is brushless as well. The power on this thing is phenomenal, and really, why would you put your drill through that sort of torture when you've got this thing that's specifically designed for driving in screws? And it does it so well. I've not had any problems. I mean, the most problems I've had with this is the sheer power of it and ripping heads off screws. you know, if your hole's not quite deep enough or whatever, and you're putting your screw in and it hits a wee bit of brick, it'll try and impact that through the brick, and basically your head will just shear right off. It's amazing, the torque on it. It doesn't feel like it's got much, and you would think something as small as that, you know, where's the power coming from? But it works really well. What I do like about these guys is, which I didn't have on my last drill, is I like this quick release. Like the quick release in this, it's really useful just to pop that out, and also the three LEDs round the thing. It is just, that really lights up your working area. That's a great idea. So you can't do the same on these things. But yeah, I like that. I like this wee metallic thing. This the magnetic bit holder. That holds your bits really tight. I've not lost one yet. What else? The power thing on the back of the battery tells you how much power's in the actual battery. And you don't need to have it connected to the, you know, it doesn't have to be on the actual drill. It can be, you know, you can check it's an individual battery, it's actually on the battery, which is a nice touch. Now, what I would say is, when it comes to charging, I've noticed a huge difference between the Dewalt and the Makita. Everything sort of, you know, the drills are much of a same. This, what I would say as well, this drill, it's the rotational speed's way higher actually. Is it 2000? And I think that's like 1500. But you really notice difference. Yeah, you really notice when it's drilling and stuff, that extra rotational speed is very useful. But I was just getting on to the charging side of things. Now what I did notice was, when one of these batteries is flat, I'll put it on a charger, and that's great, but it takes forever to charge up, because I'm so used to the Makita charger, which takes about 30 minutes max. These are over an hour to charge one of these 4 amp. Now they're 1 amp hour bigger, but even at that, the 3 amp hour battery charges up 20-30 minutes. It's amazing. It's one of the main things that I miss about this drill, is the fast charging, because basically you could, you know, if you run out of steam, you could go and have a cup of tea and come back. Your battery's nearly charged by the time you do that, or you go and cut some wood or whatever, you know, just to give that a wee minute to charge up, and then it'll last you the rest of the day. It'll last for ages, hours and hours. These guys, you know, I could actually see myself running out of power between these two. I've got 2 batteries now. Obviously they're not in continual use, so you can just swap and change as you need to. But the time difference is huge. It's at least double the amount of time, to charge up one of these batteries than it is to charge the Makita. So if you're thinking about that, a sort of drill and going, you're not sure yet, you know, it's worth thinking about that. You know, the Makitas charge fast, so you can keep your batteries going quick, you know. Your batteries are always charged. Also with this though, the Makita case, I don't know if they do these cases anymore, these old aluminium cases. These things are brilliant. I mean, this is 5 years old, it's been kicked about, bashed about, still good, still holds the tool, no problem at all. Looks a bloody mess inside, right enough, but it holds the tool, it holds it solid, and that's what you want from a box, you know. You want it to take a bit of a pounding. So, you know, the new Mac Pack boxes from Makita, I can't stand those things. They are footery and difficult to use, and that's what their new tools come in, and it's just like, I don't want my tools in those things. I want something that's easy to open, and you know, I'm not going to worry about smashing the thing if something falls on top of it. Because as soon as your box is smashed, you know, your tools get wrecked. You really need toolboxes to protect your tools. There's no getting away from that. You know, especially when you're talking hundreds of pounds for your tools, you know, hundreds. So basically I went for the pack that came with this toolbox, this one, the tough box for the tools. Now hold on, I'll turn this around so you can see what's going on. I'll move myself down, I don't know how this is going to work, but you can see inside there. Cool. So everything fits in here. The only problem that I had was that it's a couple of problems with this. I mean, one, it's good, it really holds your tools, but what is a pain in the neck is this. Right, a couple of things about this box just before I get started is it's a great box. I really like these. I like this. You know, it's got the wee drop down for all your bits and pieces. Really great. See, for a drill, brilliant. I had that all rattling about inside my last box, and it sort of wrecks the box, you know, having all that metal flying about. But what drives me a bit nuts about this is this tray. I don't know what it is. Maybe it's a reject one or something. I don't know. But you go, right, okay, finished for the day. I'm going to put my tools away. It doesn't fit because of it hits the front, so I need to actually take that out of there. I can't leave that loaded in to fit that one in, and then that'll go. Right, let's put the drill away. Oh, wait a minute. You can't get the drill in with the battery on, so you've got to disconnect the battery, put your drill in, put your battery in. That's it there. That is a pain in the neck. It is an absolute nuisance. You can leave a bit in the drill that'll still fit in there. There is a bit of room for it, but you can't put it in with the battery. And I'm just like, there's enough space to make that. I don't know if you can get other inserts. Probably you can. I've just not done the research, but this insert's insane. It's absolutely, why would you want that? I mean, who takes their batteries off their drills? You know, it's just like, it's so annoying. It is actually annoying, as you can tell from my voice. But it's yeah, one, you can't fit any bit into that'll fit in there, and this one you can leave a bit in, but you can't get your battery in. It's just bonkers, and really no need for it, Dewalt. No need for that at all. It's almost like a trick bloody box. You know, I've tried everything to try and get that in there, but it's just, it's not happening. So anyway, that was my findings with this. Apart from my moans there, this is a fantastic kit. The drills are great, charging's a bit slow, but we'll see how it progresses over time. See how it, you know, it stands up to the abuse basically that I give it, because it will be abused. Your drills are probably the main things that you use every single day, day in, day out. So these are never light use. So free upgrade there from the Makita. As I say, I'm loving this driver. This impact driver's great. If you've never used one before, try and have a shot of one. and they just rattle the screws in, just drive them right into whatever depth you need it. So yeah, brilliant. Hope this has been useful in some form or fashion. Thanks for watching.